All right, it is, let's see, 6:34. Been up since 4:50 trying to get some work done, and I think this is just going to be a day in the life video. I have not done one of these in a long time, and I'll probably talk a little bit about what it's like to be an attorney, especially now during COVID. So yeah, I pretty much got up and jumped on the treadmill. That was just like the first thing I did because that helps me to go ahead and like just, I don't know, get my blood going. And I guess I can probably take these off, but I've been doing some work and that's why I had these on. I have already been working for quite a while now. I'm gonna try to go to the gym later, but I'm really feeling like that's a hard thing to do today because if you could see my desk, it is just covered with work. I've got a list I've been working on of things that I have to get done today, and it's a lot. I almost feel like I don't have time to go to the gym. So even while I'm trying to work, I still have like things around the house that you know, need to get done. So I'm going to actually load the dishwasher because I've got some files that are loading, and yeah. That moment when you open the dishwasher and you realize it's already full, but there are dishes in the sink because I think my daughter brought something in last night and there was a cup that I had, and you either have to finagle to try to get everything in there, or you realize that some things are gonna have to be hand washed or they're going to have to wait. So in between even trying to get the legal work done, I've got house stuff that I'm doing in mini breaks. I'm trying to be productive. All right, I've been working for, oh my gosh, like over 2.5 hours now. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna run to the gym, see if I can get some work done on the elliptical. I hope I have timed this right so that there aren't a ton of people in the gym. Otherwise I'm gonna be like, girl, let's just go back home.
Said the last drink was the last drink. You make it hard to leave. We're telling secrets in the dark while drinking whiskey neat. I would fall in a second if you let me, 'cause you're all that I want. Could you let me in? The last drink was the last drink, but I don't wanna leave. I wanna get closer. Don't want this night to be over. It's not over.
Sheila, you're not intimidating me by putting that camera in my face. I am not the one to be intimidated. Okay, I am on your side.
Really? Really? Is that what you're gonna wear?
You're gonna do it right the first time, no way.
What? What are you talking about?
I've been looking at a little video speak on that. Is it right?
I know, did you? Wait, I just did one this morning. Look, no, the one I posted.
Sheila, you don't move with the camera.
Right.
She be going in and out.
The video I posted this morning, it's going, and then all of a sudden you hear something fall and the screen goes black. I was like, oh, I dropped it.
Darkness, love, darkness.
minutes. I'll put the camera back on me. To tell the truth, Sheila only works out 15 minutes per day. Okay? Don't let her trick you. She got this thing she do with the camera called trick photography. I don't know anything about it, but she does. So don't be hoodwinked. Don't be bamboozled. Okay? Cut.
All right, it's a little bit warmer out here because the sun's shining, and we sort of come out the back door. So you enter in the front door and you come out the back door. That's sort of the new COVID setup. I think my gel here in the car is like frozen. That stuff's, ooh, it was cold. It's cold out here. So now I'm gonna head back to the house, take a shower, change, get some more work done, get back into the work. I'm trying to knock out a whole bunch of stuff by lunchtime. Yeah, so then I can eat and work while I eat.
No, I really can't complain. Everything is straight.
All right, so the first thing I'm doing when I get back in is to make sure that there is not, well, after I wash my hands, right, guys, to make sure there's not anything that popped up while I was gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and check that, finish off my breakfast. My desk is like covered. You can't even imagine everything that's on it because I've got tons of like stacks and stacks and stacks of stuff. So let me check these emails, see where things are. And then I got this different kind of granola. It's the same brand I usually get, but it's not. I usually get the French vanilla, but they don't carry that at Target. They only carry that at like Harris Teeter. And I wasn't making 2 trips, so this is what I'm finishing off after my little trip to the gym. And 2 boiled eggs would have been better, but that takes time. So let me check my email really quickly.
Wave. I'm in it for keepsake. In the field with the cleat lace. Beat fruit with the bare face and a slick tongue. That's what she say. She look good. She a big tease when she bite lip with the wink face. Hella bad when she throwing it back. She bring that my way for the team play. For Pete's sake, I'm above average, I padded my stats. I gotta matter what he say. I'm the 2010, yeah, LeBron James off the backboard, type of bad boy. Hold it down for the task force. If I run his fade, then you ask for it. Cross need to laugh more. I keep it 100 on dashboard. The live show needed passport, cause the beat bounced to the cap torn. Feel like I live it, fast forward, but I asked for it. Misfit, got a quick lit on a crash course from the tattered garment to the tabloid. Spoke how I live it into existence. Might be ahead of myself, but the bank account did jump up a couple figures. But like nobody could with us. I'm a flight risk. I play among the stars in the Hollywood Hill, the space station couldn't even get in touch with me. Praise faith that I stuck with it. Wave. No, I really can't complain. Everything is straight. I've been on a wave where everything I say turn into the real thing. I tell her run it up, cause you know it ain't a thing. We made it out the slums with the words on the page. Everything is straight. I've been on a wave.
So I do have 4 answers that I need to get out today. And if you don't know what an answer is, typically it's just the response that you file when somebody sues you. So somebody files a lawsuit against you. What they filed is called a complaint, and then you get 30 days to respond, and what you file back is an answer. And you can have counterclaims in it, you can have denials, all sorts of things. But these are just simple answers that I'm going to file today. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on those and see if I can knock those out. Oh, and it doesn't look like I had missed a thing while I was gone. Nothing like totally urgent or important came through. Of course, I definitely have a few emails I need to respond to, but I'm gonna go ahead and knock out these answers because I do take them over to FedEx so that they can go right out and get delivered. And I can track them more easily too, instead of just wondering what's going on with the post office. So one of the things that I do after I draft all of the answers is to actually print them out and go back through and compare the answers to the complaint side by side to make sure I have everything right. So I print everything out first and double check it, proof it, make sure it's good to go. And then I go ahead and print out all of my copies, all of the envelopes, all the materials, everything stapled together. I have to copy everything just to make sure I have it right. So when I'm especially working on a large number, and I know 4 doesn't sound like a large number, but you're doing 3 copies of 4 answers plus 2 envelopes for each. 1 envelope goes with the copies that are going to be filed at the courthouse by the clerk of court, and then the other copy actually gets mailed to the attorney. So yes, so my proof copy, then it looks good, and so then it's my 3 copies plus the 2 envelopes, and sending copies to the courthouse and a copy to the attorney. So there's a lot going on here, and I'm just sometimes trying to make sure I'm keeping up with all of it. All right, so so I just got off the phone with opposing counsel.
Oh, you're talking to the camera.
I'm sure she was gonna be like opposing counsel. What are you talking about? Yeah, but I was making some hot chocolate so that I could sit down and proof. She's like yelling from upstairs. So I can proof. What's wrong?
I have to tell you something.
Uh-oh.
Girl, you will never believe what happened to me at cookout. Actually, it was the 20 minutes after cookout.
That's why I called. I had to, she went to cookout and she was gone for like an hour and a half, and I'm like, well, I sure hope the sex traffickers didn't get her. Like, I worry about stuff like that.
Okay, so...
This kid named Derek, who lives in my building. He's from LA. Just an LA Joshua really is, right? We went to cookout. And a year ago, at a home Josh and I were driving around downtown on like a Tuesday night, midnight. It was somehow wheelchair man.
You saw your friend. Every time she goes out at night, I worry when she doesn't come back. And there's just so much that can go on now. And I'm always like, how late should I wait before I call the police? Just to make sure she's okay. She's about to give her mom like a heart attack some of these nights when she's out. And this is one of my favorite cups. And no, I didn't go to Wake Forest Law School, but one of my friends did. I think that's where she went. No, she went to Wake Forest for undergrad. But, not even hot enough. I had to get a coaster. You almost dropped it.
Let me go, let me say everything is not okay. Don't recognize you anymore. Nothing's like it was before. Oh, 'cause I can understand you, darling. Feels like I never be enough. If you could only understand me and show me that you want my love. We keep running from the pain. Don't wanna stay this way. I'll be still the same. Nobody dares to say. Speak to me, baby. Keep running from the pain. Don't wanna stay this way. Are we still the same? Nobody dares to say. Speak to me, baby.
So basically what I'm proofing, I'm making sure I've got the right county, because I've actually got 4 different answers that I'm doing for 4 different clients. So it's 4 different counties. So for each one, I'm making sure I have the right county. I have the correct party that filed the complaint, because it varies on each one of these. Making sure that I've got the defendant's name totally right, because I've had issues before where something got left off. Making sure I've got the file number right. You would not be surprised how many times a complaint gets filed and my client gets a copy and they send it to me and I cannot read it because the clerk of court did not print it in a way that makes it easily readable. And I have had to call up that county's clerk of court and say, hey, I've got this complaint here. Here are the parties. Can you tell me what the file number is? And usually once they say it, I can say, oh yeah, I vaguely see that in what is written up here. So I check all of those items. Then I actually go through and make sure that my answer for each paragraph matches up so that I'm not admitting something that I actually want to deny. So I'll say like, oh, we admit this. Oh, we deny that. We deny that. We deny that. We deny that, over and over again. So I'm going to make sure those match up. Then you also have to have a certificate of service showing that you sent a copy to the other party's attorney, and I need to make sure that I have the correct opposing counsel, I have the correct address, and that the letter to them is referencing the correct complaint with the right parties and the right file number. So I have to go through and check all of those things before I mail out all of the copies and then sign everything. And trust me, I even go back and check to make sure I've signed all of the pages, because there are a lot of pages to sign. So it's quite a bit. So, you know, it takes a while to do all of these. So I'm going to keep doing them, and I'm going to keep drinking my coffee. For lunch, both my daughter and I are having Stouffer's lasagna. Stouffer's lasagnas. No, it's not the healthiest. I even added like extra cheese on top of mine. This is like totally unhealthy. She actually has the cheese version, and I have the regular, just the regular meat lasagna. But yeah, she was talking about she wants one without meat. She just doesn't want the vegetarian one though. So this is the one I'm having though. All right, actually, I haven't set my clock back, so it's not 7:16. It is now 6:16. I have been working hard all day. I just left the post office where I dropped off the answers so that they could be sent to opposing counsel. And then I'm going to head into FedEx so I can get these shipped off to 4 different county courthouses so that their clerks of court can file these babies. So let me get this done.
Job, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it.